Hello and welcome to Painotopia.com. In this clip we are talking about myofascial pain on the inside of the forearm and how to relieve it yourself. I will walk you here step by step through a self-massage, through a self-myofascial release of particular muscles that can initiate pain here on the inside of your forearm. We're going to massage our forearms, the Brachioradialis muscle. Then we will move on to our ribs, massage a muscle here that can refer pain into this area. Then we will move up to our chest, and then we will massage two more muscles on our shoulder blade that can refer pain here into the area of the inside of our forearm. I would suggest to just get started immediately with the forearm itself. We need a massage ball and some blank space at a wall. The muscle in question here is the brachioradialis that we are going to massage. And in order to massage it, I recommend going into a small slight lunge position. Then you lower yourself. This is very important in order that you have some leeway for the massage. And you place the ball here on the lateral epicondyle on the outside of your elbow joint and lean against the wall. And now, in order to make the massage more effective and easier, you take your free hand behind your back and place it here on your elbow. And now it's very easy and very nice to exert pressure into this area here. And now you just roll the ball over the brachioradialis muscle here in this area and search for tender points, for tight muscle tissue, for painful muscle tissue. And as soon as you encounter a tight or tender area, you will stay there and massage this area exclusively with a couple of slow and very deep massage strokes like I'm doing now. So this is the one thing. The other thing that is very important is that you inspect this area thoroughly. That means don't only massage like this, but also rotate your arm a little bit so that you massage the muscles a little bit here from this position. Then you go into the position where you started from, and then you also want to see a little bit more here and check out those outer fibers of those muscles and of the brachioradialis and massage them. So you need to experiment with the position of your forearm a little bit, right? This is the one thing. The other thing is the muscle fibers that are relevant for you here are located in the upper half of your forearm. This is where you want to massage yourself and look out for those tender points. And once you have done that, you will just proceed with the area here on your rib cage, on the lateral part of your rib cage where your serratus anterior muscle is located. This muscle, of course, is structurally via muscle tissue not directly connected to your forearm, but still it can have trigger points in it that can refer pain here in this area. So it's very important to check that muscle out. So in order to massage it, again, you have to place yourself in a lunge position. You have to lower your body and then you have to lean against the wall. And now I realize what's important. Let me just try that a little bit. Yeah, what's important is that the leg at the side where you massage yourself should be the leg that is behind you. And the leg that is further away from the wall should be in front. Otherwise, you will have a hard time pressing against the wall. So now that you know that, again, I'm in a big lunge position now. You lower your body a little bit. Place the ball here on this area. And now use the same principle as you just did with your forearm. You have to extend your shoulder a little bit, bring it backwards. And now you can massage this muscle here, the serratus anterior. Again, with those small, slow rolling motions. And the area you want to cover is here the whole area of your outer rib cage. And you just search for tender points and massage each of them with those rolling motions. It's really as easy as that. With the serratus anterior, you have to really experiment a little bit with the massage position until you find a comfortable one. It doesn't happen most of the times immediately with the most people when they have never massaged themselves before, so don't get frustrated if you have the feeling you don't get it immediately. Okay, we will proceed now with the area here directly underneath our collarbone. The muscle in question here is our subclavius, and of course you can massage it with your fingers, but this can be quite straining for the fingers because most of you guys and girls probably don't have super strong fingers or even have long fingernails, which makes the massage uncomfortable, straining, or even impossible. So if you want to know how to massage this muscle with your fingers, just visit my website painotopia.com, go to the trigger point overview section and look out for the subclavius muscle. I prefer massaging this muscle with a massage tool, with the trigger fairy, because it's less tiring, or actually it's not tiring at all, and I get onto the muscle in a very nice way. So as I said, the area in question is here below our collarbone, below the clavicular. And you just take the trigger fairy, place its little head here right at the joint of the sternum and the collarbone here in this little corner. You place the trigger fairy there, press into the muscle tissue, and then you pull skin over the muscle like I'm doing now. So you're not sliding over the skin with this massage stick, but you just pull skin tissue over the muscle, and this way you search for the tender points in the subclavius muscle, and massage each of those tender points with a couple of slow massage strokes, always concentrating on the most painful area on that particular area without ever maximizing the pain. That is not the goal. And then you just work your way towards your outside here of your collarbone, where it meets your shoulder here in this area. And this is the one massage technique. And as an alternative, you could use the press and move technique, which works really great here in this area. And that means you will press into the muscle tissue and then you retract your shoulder. That means you pull it slightly backwards. In this way, you stretch your subclavius muscle a little bit. And you simply can move your shoulder, and this way you already will make massage the muscle. And now additionally, you could, if you want to, pull the trigger fairy into the opposite direction. That means you retract your shoulder, you pull it backwards, and simultaneously you pull the trigger fairy towards your sternum. This is one great way how to massage the subclavius muscle. As I said, if you do not have a trigger fairy, if you don't want to buy anything, just visit my website painotopia.com, and you can learn there how to massage that muscle with your fingers. Now we will proceed with a muscle here on top of our scapula, the supraspinatus muscle. Here it's the same story. You can massage that muscle with your fingers, but even even more, it's very straining for the fingers if they're not super strong, because you have to press really deep in there in order to really penetrate the muscle to get onto it. So I recommend also here using the trigger fairy. It's really beneficial. Now, first of all, we need to know where the supraspinatus muscle is located so that you know where to massage. And as the name implies, it lies above your spine of scapula. And your spine of scapula is this bony landmark that runs across your shoulder blade in a horizontal manner. And the supraspinatus, supra above, spine of scapula, lies exactly above that spine in deep here. So you want to take the trigger fairy and grab its handle here. And what's important is that you place the thumb here on top of the fairy, because otherwise you have to grab it quite hard and you tighten up your arm too much. So I always grab it like this. I place the trigger very here above the spine of scapula, and then I exert pressure by simply pulling the ferry downwards and a little bit forwards. And this way I can inspect this whole area here, right, above that spine of scapula, which you can feel, and massage it with an ischemic compression and very, very small circular motions that I execute with the handle of the ferry, like you can see here. This is one option. Another option is to massage the supraspinatus with the press and move technique. That means you press into the muscle and then you make it move by abducting your arm. That means you lift your arm. This will make the supraspinatus move, it will make it active, it will make it contract, because that's the function of the supraspinatus to, amongst others, to lift your arm. And this way you can massage any tender muscle tissue in this area. As an additional information, if you want it, in this area is also the trapezius muscle located, a part of it. You will massage it also because the supraspinatus lies underneath your trapezius, but this is no problem at all. Doesn't matter really. Now, last but not least, we have to turn to one more muscle and then we are done. And that muscle is located directly on our shoulder blade below our spine of scapula. That muscle is called infraspinatus, infra, below spine of scapula. So we will massage the area below our spine of scapula, which we just palpated a couple of minutes ago. And you also, again, you need a blank space at the wall, and I recommend a massage ball or a tennis ball. Tennis ball is good for you guys if you start out with the massage and you have very tender muscles. For everyone else, I really recommend a hard massage ball because it will just make the massage so much more effective. So you place the ball below the spine of scapula. I found for myself placing my body in a 45-degree angle to the wall works out really nice. And then you roll over the muscle, and as you can imagine, of course, we will search for tender points and then roll over those points exclusively once we have found them. Well, and of course you want to inspect that area thoroughly. Don't spare out any areas on your shoulder blade here below your spine of scapula. And massage the muscle really, really good. Yeah, and basically that's it. If you want more information on that muscle or on self-myofascial release in general, visit my website Painotopia.com. That was it with the video on how to relieve forearm pain on the inside here on the forearm. That is very often of myofascial origin. That was it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful. If so, please subscribe to my channel. And maybe we will see each other in one of my other clips. Till then, I hope you have a great time and say bye-bye.